Buongiorno tutti. Pizza dough. I normally keep my flour in this, but I'm nearly empty. I'm going to have to top it up. Actually, I can do that later. I'll just measure it out straight from the bag. So this is Haygate's pizza flour, 00 flour. I'm going to measure out 560 grams of that. 4 cups. Five two nine. 545. Five six. Clear up as you go along. So, my bread maker. Just get the thingy out. That's a technical term. This can also be known as a pan. So, first off, I've got my 370ml of warm water measured out. I'm going to put a teaspoon of salt, that's quite a heaped teaspoon. Sugar, I've only got brown sugar, Muscovado soft brown sugar. I'm going to use a heaped tablespoon of that. Olive oil, this is extra virgin olive oil, 2 tablespoons. This is a Spanish olive oil I'm using at the moment. And it has got the most beautiful flavour. Extra virgin. It's got like a peppery taste. It's really nice. And my flour and a teaspoon and a half of yeast, dry yeast. It's bread making yeast for bread makers. That is stored in the fridge. And it's as simple as that. Bung it into the bread maker, I'll bring that out. You know what this is. Just pop that in. Set it to dough. Start, it's 1 hour 30 minutes. That's it. Give this a wee clean up. In an hour and a half, I'll take that out, knock it back, shape it, let it prove for another half an hour. Minimally half an hour. So, see you back in an hour and a half. Buongiorno tutti. I'm not sure where the camera is. Can you see me? Yeah. 1.5 hours is up. It has been mixed. Let's warm up that pan. That's lovely. Just hand hot. That's been mixed, kneaded, and has risen more than doubled in size. Well, I don't know, 4 times the size. I'm going to empty it out now onto a floured surface. Nearly forgot that. I always put a wee bit extra flour out to empty the pan. That's the blade that mixes it. Disaster. I've got the pan there on the edge of the door, so it's covered on the outside now as well. Well, that's almost clean as a whistle. And I am going to knock this back, just fold it in on itself, knead it for like 2 minutes. I count it to like 100 usually. So 100 kneads. Fold it over, palm it away. Fold it over, palm it away. So that has taken in all of that flour. It's still quite sticky actually. Yeah, you can see it's sticking to that. I've got my maize flour. This is ground up maize flour, ground up. And I'm going to just lay a wee line there. And I'm going to like shape this a wee bit so I can cut it, and I'm going to cut it into 4. And thicker half. Just rough, like me. So fairly equal. In the cling film, I'll be using that maize when I shape the pizza. Cover that in cling film. And leave that for a minimum of 30 minutes. So in the meantime, I'll tidy this up a wee bit. And I'll get my ingredients ready. Actually, I could just continue recording. I'll get ready that. I've got my mozzarella grated. And I'm only going to make 2 pizzas and leave the rest, the dough, for tomorrow. I'm going to grate some cheddar. So a lumpy cheddar. You can actually, it doesn't have to be grated, you can like slice it like this. So you can have a few slices like that, like shavings. But that covers the area of the pizza quicker. But I just prefer grated. This is great. Wee plastic scraper is one of the handiest tools in the kitchen. Leave the chopping board there later. So I've got my cheese, that's extra, what I don't use today, I'll use tomorrow. I've got my tomato sauce. This is olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, with some dried oregano in it, and I just let it soak in. I'll just top this up every now and again. I'll add some oregano, some oil, and it's always there. That's for coating the pizza before you put the sauce on, and that acts as a barrier so the sauce doesn't soak in and make the base soggy. So that's that. This is sauce that was frozen, still is a bit. Yeah, it's still a bit frozen. So I'll defrost it a wee bit. And this is just a simple tomato sauce. I think this is garlic as well. I can't remember. It's practically defrosted now. So just a simple pizza, margherita, and so I'll be back in half an hour. I get my pizza oven ready. Give it that takes 10 minutes to preheat. And then I'll just make my pizzas simple, like me. See you shortly. Buongiorno tutti. I don't know if I've got this set up right. The dough has been proving for more than half an hour. I have brought the pizza oven up to heat. I better put the smoke extractor fan on. Yeah, you're going to have to excuse that noise, but I need the extractor fan on when I'm cooking. So let's knock back this dough. I've got all my ingredients ready. Let's get the first one out. Get some maize flour on there. Well, that's very light and fluffy. So what I'm going to do, oops, you've got two methods of doing this. I use my fist to do that. You can roll it, or you can press it, so to speak. Do it by hand. I tend to roll mine but it's 6 2/3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it, because that's what I normally do. I might practice on my technique. So that is not a circle. I'm just going to brush all that flour off, but leave it on the underside, because that makes the pizza crunchy. Just get rid of that excess. I'm now going to coat the pizza in olive oil, and I've got oregano, dried oregano, just soaking in that. And that I'm just going to cover that roughly, and that stops the base, the sauce soaking through. Sorry about that, that was a delivery man. Getting a new table. Now this will add about 100 calories or more to this pizza. But if you're eating pizza, you're not weight watching. Because I would say a pizza is over 1,000 calories, isn't it? It's like... Now I'm going to fold this in two, and I'm going to put it on my bamboo, what do you call them, that I got for lifting the pizzas off. But I use it for putting the pizzas on. So that's my pizza basically ready. Get my sauce pre-made. You can use smells lovely. You can use like jars of cooking sauce and things like that, or just make your own tins of tomatoes and garlic and onion. So I'm not wanting too much. Use a spoon to spread it. That's actually quite a lot. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Put it right to the edge, no crust on this, because that's the way I roll, man. And the cheese. So it's a mixture of mozzarella and the mature cheddar, because mozzarella is very bland, or the one I've got anyway is very bland. So, and just spread your cheese evenly, as much as you like. There we go. You can add other toppings, but I'm just keeping it simple, because I'm a simpleton. And that is ready to go on here. That's the stone, that is all seasoned now, that stone. And I'm going to time that for 5 minutes, and I'll start on my next one. This is doing very nice indeed. That's the 5 minutes up. How's that for timing, eh? I am going to turn this up. Oh, that's a bucker, that's hot, that. Get another 2 minutes. I might turn that actually. I'll put the unused cheese into a wee food bag. These are so handy. I'll just put the whole thing in. Oh, that goes in the fridge. That's looking braw. Got my big paddle. That looks nice enough. And onto there. Next one on. Five minutes. I'll let that relax for a few minutes and then I'll cut it up and plate it up. Now, you can cut this with like a rocker blade, which tends to do a good job, or the pizza roller cutter. That does an excellent job as well. Oh, that's hot. Very thin crust. That's the way I like it. Of course, you just make the pizza to suit yourself. These up. Be careful with that, it's sharp as a razor. Oh, it's lovely and crusty. Underneath, you see, oh, it's lovely. It looks beautiful. It's cooked through. Everything's as it should be. Shall we taste a bit? It might be a bit hot for me actually. I'll let it cool for a minute or two. Hello. This pizza oven tends to do one side faster than the other. But it's easy to turn the stone. A couple of minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to have a beer. Pour myself a my Heineken. It's going to take some editing this video. Right then, let's see. Take a bite of the pizza. Oh, it's hot. Cooked to perfection. Utterly delicious. Oh. These are better than any I've ever had anywhere, even in Italy, pizzerias, and if I say so myself. They're absolutely beautiful. I usually have that on 4. You're supposed to preheat it at 4. When it comes to temp, you knock it up to 5 and then put your pizza on. I don't, I keep it on 4. Sometimes I'll knock it up to 5 at the end, just to brown the cheese. But I find 4 is a better temperature. Cook the dough through and things like that. There we go. Bellissima. Turn it off. Hot. It's fairly solid. Buon appetito.